time. Is take my heart, don't break my heart, don't throw it away. Carol, good morning. Welcome in, buddy. Sarah Jane, good morning. Welcome back in, guys. Joe number 2, good morning. Right. You all know the crack. Bonus collecting drive live. Enjoy the music, and I will come back in the van and chat to you all in between customers. More small intimate live, obviously, on Twitch. We're still building numbers on here, trying to get people to cross-platform and come over and support us. Haley K, good morning. You didn't make it, James. Well, at least you're in now. No, I sat racing for 40 minutes, Joe number 2, on my game. Nodding like a Churchill dog. Charlie, good morning. Welcome in. Lualata, welcome back. I'm guessing you all enjoyed the Apple joke again. I had a rest in the respect of sitting down, Joe number 2, but I had no intentions of having a little cheeky 40 winks, shall we say. But yeah, you enjoyed the joke, yeah? There you go. Right, I'll be back. I'll see you in a minute, guys. I'll give you a wave. That's it, Haley. Keeping it with the emojis, guys. You gotta black the chat. You gotta black the chat. Just so I know you guys are still all there. Right, let's put the heating on a little bit. I'm not cold, but I've been sat in a warm bedroom because Haley's got the heater on in there, the little electric heater. So yeah, I've got a face like a cherry tomato now. I always go bright red when I'm tired or hot. Bring me a higher love. What happened there? Ah, my lamp. My headlamp just fell off the dashboard. Sorry about that. What do I think to this app? Glen Harwood, I like it. I like it a lot. It's nice to start again. It's a new challenge. I'm enjoying the smaller lives, less people, and the less hassle on here. Plus, the picture and the sound is better. Oh, thank you, James. Well, she says so, Haley K, but I wouldn't be surprised if the little cheeky minx is watching. She is supposed to be trying to sleep, but she's probably watching, knowing her. She's got to wind down, you see, now. Yet, Charlie, yet. That will happen on here if we take off, trust me. Don't just think they're only on TikTok. Who sings a different word than that when they hear this song? Or is it just me? Circling on you. What? Right, I'll be back, guys. Oh, right. I'm not going to hang about today. I want to get done quite handy because my friend's coming around to fix the internerd tonight. I need to be up around 3:30, 4 o'clock to make sure I'm there when he comes round. So yeah, hopefully I can get done quick. I'm hoping as well. Now normally, because of the internet, when I'm doing the bonus collecting drive live, I'll end the live down by the prom before I drive past the lifeboat station and go do my last customer. But the internet seems to just about hang on with Twitch down there, so I think what I'll do is I'll take you with me and try till the end, and we'll see if we can keep this all as one live rather than having to stop and restart and that kind of palaver, you know what I mean? And I'll try and keep you on just a few minutes longer till we actually do finish. However, just go around it. Just drive around it. How hard can that be? You nugget. Right then. It should be around here, Mark Pickering, but I'll try and get us to the end today and see how we go with it, buddy. Right then, guys, I'll be back in a rolling mo. Enjoy the tunes, chat amongst yourselves, and I'll chat to you in a minute. Woo! Alright then, Joe number 2, take care, buddy, and we shall see you soon. Have a great day, mate. Have a great day. Right, let's go. Let's get this job done. I've had enough today. I'm tired. I actually slept quite well before I went to work last night, which is frustrating. It was good sleep, you know what I mean? I'm not gonna lie, it's a frustrating life. You're welcome, Joe. Take care, buddy. When I have to make myself sleep because of what I do for a living. And I think it's probably part of what's cocked up my sleep. You know what I mean? You know, I have to force myself to go asleep at night and just get that little cat nap in before I go to work, so I'm not flagging at work, you know. And obviously in the morning, to go to bed. You know, if I'm not drinking, I'll stay up a bit. I'm not surprised, Mark. You've been with me since about 2:15. It is Hayley Kate, and it's very rare for me to get sleep that good. So to have it disturbed and then have to go to work is a bit frustrating, but it is what it is. You know, obviously I'm used to it. I'm not going to cry and piss and moan about it, you know what I mean? But it's just frustrating that I can't live to my rules and go to sleep when I'm actually tired and get better quality sleep. But it is what it is, I guess. Right, I'll be back. Lewis Papiani, yes, I am. I'm collecting now, out collecting money, but you know, like I was saying before, it is frustrating that, you know, I can't sort of stay awake for, you know, to what I want to do. You know what I mean? I can't put it into words. It's frustrating to have to go to bed all the time so that I'm ready for, like, when I go to work at stupid o'clock. You know, I'd love to stay up a bit later in the morning, but then it digs into the night time, and then I've got to try and sleep again, and then the gap between the two sleeps is close. So again, the sleep's rubbish, you know what I mean? But these are the issues of having to go to bed twice a day, you know. Lewis knows what I mean. Right, I'll be back. What Mum and Dad used to do, it is Hayley Kate. Exactly, Lewis. But what Mum and Dad used to do is they'd stay up all day and then they'd go to bed about 6, 7 o'clock at night and get their sleep in then. Whereas myself, if I force myself to stay awake, it makes things worse. You know what I mean? When I get tired and I need to sleep, I need to fall asleep. So to power through for me is not good. Right, I'll be back. Exactly, Lewis. And it's to have those sort of limitations imposed on you, it's frustrating, you know. And I've had this since I was 15. It's not only work, obviously, it was the same when I had kids too. And it makes me start to wonder, is there ever gonna be a time in my life where I'm actually free to do what I wanna do? You know what I mean? And not have to worry about getting up and going to work or having the kids with me, which obviously I don't now because they're grown-ups. Would you understand where I'm coming from? I've never had that from childhood. You know, I started my working life as a full-time working man aged 15, and probably the only free time I've ever had was between the age of 0 and 5 before I went to school. But even then, you're under the rule of your parents. You know what I mean? So yeah, I don't sort of think about it a lot or dwell on it or moan about it, but am I ever going to get that time where I can just relax and have me time for the first time ever? You know what I mean? But it is what it is. I don't have regrets. I don't look back with regret or remorse or what have you. You know, it is what it is, and it's given me a good life. You know what I mean? Yeah, or staying up if I want to, Hayley, or if I want a beer at night. You know what I mean? Or if I want to go out, or if I want to go away. You know, I wonder if that's ever going to happen for me sometimes. Right, I'll be back. The thing is, who knows when I'm going to retire, Mark? Lewis understands. Let me just mark this one off as paid, hang on. It just, I don't know, it'd be nice to have a life without with freedom. You know, I've not had a week off for 15 years. I've never ever had a bank holiday off. I've never had a day off sick. Oh man, God, let me win the lottery, just, you know, so I can retire and have some of my life. But like I said, I don't have regrets. I never have regrets. You know, if I was to live my life again, I'd probably make the same choices. You know, I'm in a fortunate position. I'm not in any debt. I don't have credit cards because I don't agree with them. The mortgage is paid, you know. I just need enough now to get me to my deathbed. and that's the thing, Lewis. You know, I've lived in Groundhog Day for nearly 40 years and just got used to it. You know what I mean? It's just, I don't want to say it's no life, because obviously I've lived life, and I've you know, I've burnt the candle at both ends and been out and worked and all that kind of stuff. But oh my God, it'd be nice to be free. That's all I'm saying. I'll be back. You know, it is nice to know that I've got the investment of the house, that if the shit did hit the fan, you know, I could always sell it, but then, you know, I'd have to have paid accommodation or rent somewhere. And, you know, the house, that kind of thing's my legacy that I want to leave behind, you know what I mean? I'll be honest, Lewis, me personally, I don't need to recharge my batteries. I don't suffer really from fatigue or anything like that. But it would just be nice to not have to go to work for a week, you know? Am I banned on TikTok? No, not at all. Can I get through here or not? No, I can't. No, we've started coming on Twitch because I want to go on both platforms, Stu the Sky Blue. I'll explain another time, anyway. The trouble is I can't trust anyone, Hayley, to do the job like I do. You know, Lewis knows exactly what I mean. He does the same job as me, you know. The job doesn't wear me out. I know I'm almost in my mid-50s now. I'm not tired. I'm not physically tired. I don't need a rest or extra sleep. Nothing like that. I just want some time away to myself. The internet's better on here. In a lot of places, Stu the Sky Blue. The picture's better. The sound's better. Although the picture's not as big. And we're just... I've been dipping my toe in the water for the last 2 weeks and seeing how we go. And I think this app is going to be better for my bonus drive lives and my bonus collected lives. Hence, we're on here today. So this is the first, well, this is the second one that I've done, bonus collected live wise. And it's a test to see how we go. I did indeed, James Vertigan, and I do remember them. Lovely biscuits. I'm not being funny, Hayley. I want to take my Hayley away. You know, I want her to have, you know, that time with me while we're doing stuff together, you know, before it's too late. Exactly, Lewis. One day off a week doesn't cut the mustard. Absolutely not. Although it is nice. But then, you've also got to remember that as much as I get my night off, like last weekend, we were live for 5 hours. So, I'm giving my time off away now as well. You know what I mean? But don't get me wrong, I love it, I enjoy it. I wouldn't do it if I didn't. But a lot of times, you know, I just want to be with Hayley and do something and just not have the pressure of everything else. You know, and work and stuff, you know what I mean? Exactly, Hayley K. Right, I'll be back. Oh, and by the way, Stu the Sky Blue, you do realise we've got 10 accounts, plus the Dolly One account, don't you? So yeah, any bans on TikTok won't affect me. I just bounce back. Alright then, Leonie, take care, buddy. Have a good walk. Before any rain settles in, I don't know what the forecast is, but it's looking ropey. Exactly, Lewis. Work has dominated my life for 2/3 of it, more than 2/3 of it, you know? So you can understand why I can't wait to get away from work, eventually. So a nice little lottery win. I don't need a lot, I'm not greedy. Just enough to see me through till I'm dead. You know what I mean? That's all I want. And maybe have a little bit of my life left without any of this working nonsense and pressure and stuff, you know. Right, I'll be back. Yeah, exactly, Lewis. I don't know, you never know, maybe one day a customer will leave me a big inheritance, who knows? To thank me for all my years of service. I like to think I give quality service to my customers. You know, the guys that have watched me live since the start of creating the TikTok Milkman and I, which Hayley did, you know very well. I've had no time off. I'm here 6 mornings a week. And now, I'm pretty much live all night as well, with going live on Twitch for an hour and a half, hour and 45 minutes at 2:15, to then going on TikTok at 4 till, sometimes 8 o'clock. Right then. Let me sort this one out. So yeah, I don't get time off. Simple as that, Mark Pickering. Right, I'll be back. Tell you what though, if only like the brains and the leaders of the world could come up with something that's better than money, I'm just gonna wait for him to pick his dog shit up, hang on, and then we'll go down that way, because money, it's not the answer, it's a bad system. It's not, Lewis. You've got to remember as well, 25 odd years ago, I was going out at 10, 11 o'clock at night. To get finished, to struggle to get finished delivering by 8 or 9 o'clock, to then rush out collecting to 1 in the afternoon. The job has changed in the respect of how much I have to do compared to then. But it's tough. I'm not gonna lie, it's tough. Right, I'll be back. Ooh, starting to rain. Yeah, been there, done it, had the t-shirt, Lewis, did it for years. It's not easy, it's graft, and what people don't understand when they're being judgmental and going, "No, you're only a milkman." I never got coffee breaks, tea breaks, dinner breaks, none of that crap. No statutory rest. It was start when I start and I'm done when I'm finished, you know what I mean? That's the nature of the job. And that's why I always say to people, come and have a go if you think you're hard enough. Let's go. If you think you can keep up with my career, you know what I mean? Yeah, exactly. Right, I'll be back. Did you see him waving? It's not an easy job. You need a lot more brains and a lot more brawn than people give it credit for, Lewis. I just wish there was a lot more James Vertigan. Sadly, you know, they just grab it while they're shopping when they could have it delivered fresh and not worry about dates and stuff. You know what I mean? Right, let's turn around. But the fella there, did you see him waving, guys? He knows that I'm live, and I asked him to give you guys a wave. And I was just explaining to him that I've told you guys about the little game that I play on the doorstep. You know how people try and beat me and go, no, I beat you. You know, when it's not a race. You know what I mean? And then there's some people that try and get to the door first. But even if I beat them and I see them coming through the glass in the door, that'll still ding dong the bell anyway. Just for your cheaps. But yeah, I told him that I've told you about the game, so I got him to give you a little wave. They're a lovely couple, they are, nice people. Very Welsh. Proper Welsh, those two. Love the rugby, love their real ales. And I think the lady used to work in the school that my daughters went to as well. Can't remember exactly what she did there. They're both retired now, like, but I always have a bit of banter with both of them when I go there. And it's nice. It's nice that you get to know customers to that level, and you kind of know which ones you can do it with and which you can't. You know, have a little bit of banter or be a little bit risque with what you say. You know what I mean? Kind of the same as I am on the live. Are we all still there, guys? Where's the emojis? Yep, Lewis is still there. Excellent. Now, if I'm gonna lose you, it's gonna happen here. So keep sending me the emojis. Keep the chat live. Black the chat. We gotta black the chat, just to let me know that you guys are still there watching. Because if you're not, I'll have to restart. That's it. Thank you, little Arthur. We gotta black the chat. We gotta black the chat. Let's go. Woohoo! So I've only got 4 more to do, and then that's it. I can go home and get a good old sleeper-rooney. You can. I tend to not swear in front of customers, but I will have a fair bit of banter with the ones that I know I can do it with, Lewis, and I enjoy that. I like that. Like I say, it's like I am a little bit on the live. Never proper inappropriate or anything like that. You know, like some people make, you know, if they were live and were popular, might try and chat people up and stuff like that. I wouldn't even do that if I was single. It's not my thing. I just like to have a laugh. You know what I mean? And a bit of good old adult healthy banter. Right, I'll be back. Right then, guys, are we all still there? Yeah, it's nice, isn't it, James, when you can have a bit of banter, a bit of a laugh with your customers. I like that. You know, I'm a little bit like that sometimes. Yes, guys. Nice one, Lewis. I am, yes, Glenn Harwood, yeah. But I've got to hurry up and drink them and get to bed early and get up to get the internet sorted with me mate. You've got to gauge the customer, you know which ones you can be a little bit naughty with, and the ones that like a little bit of banter. Even the square ones. James is gone. He's left the building. Even the square ones, sometimes that you think have a bit of a sense of humour bypass. They're easy to win over with a little bit of a smile, and a little bit of banter. Yes, Glenn. Between 4 to 5 hours, Lewis. And I'd barely get that if I didn't have any drink. I'm not gonna lie. I had a day off the beer this week. I think it was Wednesday. Yeah. My sleep was terrible. I did sleep, but I was waking up constantly, terrible sleep. But I promised Hayley I'd have a day off because she worries about my health, so I had a day off. And I basically just lie there waking up for 4 or 5 hours, then I'll get up. Right, let's get these last 3 customers done. I'll be back. Now, in terms of my sleep, yeah, you know which ones you can blank and which ones you can't, James. But in terms of my sleep, was it Lewis that asked how long do I sleep for? So you get a cat nap in the day. See, now I'm opposite to you. I get my main sleep of a morning, then I cat nap at night. It's always been that way. I don't know why that I've never got into a routine of having a full 8 hours sleep after work. Whether it was to do with getting up early, to spend time with a friend or what have you, you know what I mean? I don't know why I settled into this 4 or 5 hour routine, but that's what it is. 4 or 5 hours, then a cat nap at night. Right, I'll be back. See ya. Right then. Everyone okay? Everyone's still there? Because traditionally this is where the internet is gash. Right, let's see if I can punch my way out. There we go, that's how you do it. Yes, Haley K, thank you, buddy. Say thank you to the car behind. There we go. Yeah, I'm lucky if I get that much in total, Lewis. Still here, yeah, boy. Right, let's get this last customer done then, guys. Hopefully we'll stay connected and I can drive you some of the way home. Tammy Scott, good morning. Welcome in, buddy. There's a little jack or something in the back of that car. Can you see his little head? Let me get a bit closer.